Hey everybody, welcome back to A Day in the Circus Life. I am here with Isaac Schoepp, who is the rigger here at the Actors Gymnasium, and I'm going to ask him a few questions.
I was very privileged to be offered to be the rigging designer for Looking Glass's production of Moby Dick, which is a co-production between Looking Glass and Actors Gymnasium. We produced it at the Looking Glass space back in the summer of 2015, and so I was asked to work with them on the show as the rigging designer, and I got to work with them in rehearsal very closely, trying to problem solve this particular moment in the show where there's a whaleboat chase sequence, and we were trying to figure out, like, what does this want to look like? How is this going to work? There was one idea we were trying, and it was not necessarily giving the stage picture they wanted, and so just in the process of the rehearsal room, I had this thought, like, well, maybe we can use these platforms and turn them into whaleboats, and so we ended up, this idea that we were working on in a physical workshop for the show turned into what now is the whaleboat sequence in the performance of Moby Dick. And I was extremely honored to, I was actually awarded the Jeff Award for my rigging design for that show, which was a hugely gratifying experience, and really was sort of a testament to, as much as anything, the open collaborative atmosphere of the rehearsal room that David Catlin and Sylvia Hernandez create, and that sort of like, just willingness to try something. This isn't working necessarily, but let's try this and problem solve and figure something out. And so we ended up with this sequence that was a ton of fun. I came sort of, I guess, through a back door to circus rigging in general. I started working for Looking Glass Theater in 2008. I was stage crew for Looking Glass for about 3 years. And if you know anything about Looking Glass Theater, you know that they like to do a lot of shows with circus elements and circus performances and circus skills. And the second show that I worked on at Looking Glass was Looking Glass Alice, which is sort of their trademark circus show. There's a ton of acrobatics, and there's cloud swing, and there are all kinds of aerial. There's a lyra in the show. And so as stage crew, I was working around and with all of this equipment and all of this choreography, and got really interested in it, and started to, that fall after the show, I started to take classes here at the Actors Gymnasium, and really just started to get interested in specifically circus rigging and aerial circus rigging. I took a workshop to sort of expand my terminology, vocabulary, and understanding of the gear that you use and safety practices, and then started working sort of as a barter student. I was bartering for classes with the Actors Gymnasium to, like, take classes and do some work, and they discovered that I was interested in aerial rigging, and so they're like, all right, maybe you can help us a little bit here and there with doing some safety checks. We'll show you how to do that. And I just really started to dive into it and really learn more about it.